The third year of this epic event, maybe we should call it a party. Based on fan demand, the event now moved to 4 days this year, and it's purposely moved to July to coincide with the World Cup Finals. Hello, everyone. We got a live studio audience here, which is amazing. Welcome to First Take, everybody. Shay Cornett, Mad Dog Chris Russo, Chinea Gumake, and Stephen A. back from vacay. Hello.
Yeah. How y'all doing?
Good. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
Minor news happened while we were all away over the last couple of weeks. Let's get right into it because LeBron James was actually right here, made his first public appearance just a day ago here at Fanatics Fest, but the King still made no indication on what team he will play for next year. Here is LeBron and Adam Silver both speaking at CNBC and Boardroom Game Plan Summit. Take a listen.
People were like, hurry up and make a damn decision, Bron. It's like, okay, it's not just about the team. So many other factors that I'm, factoring in right now on what, not only best fit me as a player, what best fit me as a person, what best fit me as what my happiness, and also with my family as well. So there's a lot of, won't hold you guys up for too much longer.
Where LeBron plays will affect the schedule. So I would like him to make his announcement already so we can finish the schedule, because as you might imagine, the teams are calling us, the networks are calling us, and everybody wants to lock in the schedule. But it will influence how we set the schedule, how we set opening week, Christmas Day, etc. So I need him to make a decision, but the direct answer is I have no inside information.
So no one seems to have any inside information, but we all continue to wait. Chinea, I'll start with you first here. Do you have a problem with how long LeBron is taking to make this decision on where he's going to play next year?
First of all, hello, New York. How we doing? So I don't have a problem. Stephen A. in the green room in the back, what were we doing? We were dancing.
Right.
We were vibing.
Having a good time.
You know the song by Leon Thomas, Take Your Time, What's the Rush? Yeah. I don't have a problem with LeBron James taking his time, because initially everyone thought that this would be a decision that was predicated on his last ones, where he has to get paid his value in some ways. But we're hearing different factors. How do I fit as a player? How do I fit with the team? How do I think about myself as a person? How do I think about my family? When this initially was started, we said there was a short list, right? Cleveland, Golden State, Miami. But when money was not an issue, everybody was doing this. They were shooting their shots. Every team in the NBA was sending voice memos to LeBron James. And so I feel like you have to do your due diligence when you're making a decision of this magnitude. LeBron James is arguably the greatest player of all time, depending on who you talk to. And so when LeBron is making a decision, he's not going to leave any stone unturned, no matter how long it takes him. Now, it might be inconvenient to our bro, Mad Dog.
Yes.
It might be inconvenient to Commissioner Adam Silver, but LeBron James has this power. Why not exert it to make sure he's happy in the long term? Happiness was what he said.
Well, you know me. Enough already. Make a call. Oh, my. Welcome back, Steve. Nice to have you with us here. Hello. I'm 6'3". My goodness. Make a call, will you, please? Oh, my God. And he's not going to make a call this weekend. He's got to get the World Cup out of the way. Wait 2 or 3 days for that to die down. And so by the end of next week, LeBron, who's very sharp, knows the media landscape, knows all the juice that he can gather. Sometime late next week, we'll find out if it's Philly or Miami or whoever that might be, Cleveland, Golden State. I don't think the sports fan, this has happened a lot with LeBron. This is the 4th time we've sat around. It's middle of July. It burns me out. Well, he went from Cleveland to Miami, Miami to Cleveland, Cleveland to L.A., and then now we decide here. That's 4, Shay.
Okay, this is the 4th one. All right, I got it.
Enough already. Make a call, for crying out loud.
Well, LeBron James, the drama king. I'm so surprised. Let me say this. I have no problem whatsoever with him doing this. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, I think it's perfectly within his right to do it. I think he's earned it. I think you have to take into account what he's experienced over the last year, being relegated to a 3rd option, it being clearly Luka's team, the Los Angeles Lakers catering to him. And this is one of the greatest players to have ever played the game. That was a 3rd option behind Luka and Austin Reeves when he easily should have been the 2nd option. It's just that he knew it was for the betterment of the team and that's why he allowed them to relegate him to a third option, which shows his leadership, shows his willingness and commitment to winning. You got to give him credit for that. Now here we go with this particular situation in terms of these teams. Let's understand also it's relatively complicated for certain reasons. Like, for example, if you're going to go to Golden State with Steph Curry, I mean, that's like just like the Beatles with the Heatles, the Heatles with the Beatles, rather, when he went to Miami with Bosh and D. Wade and the crew. If he joins Steph Curry, that's box office. The television networks are following them wherever the hell they go, and I'll be right behind them. Because to watch LeBron James with Steph Curry would be something special. But I still don't give them a snowball's chance in hell of winning out west against OKC or San Antonio or anything like that, right? But why would LeBron go there? One would be to have a good time and play with the greatest shooter God has ever created. The other would be because he's a 45-minute flight from home, where his family is. So this brother could literally leave a game and fly home for the night and turn around and fly back on the PJ back to practice the next morning. Conceivably, he actually could do that. So being near his family from a personal perspective, he's earned the right to make that decision. So you can't knock him for that. On the basketball side, it's clear to me that the Eastern Conference is the way to go. Right. Philadelphia with Maxey, JB, VJ Edgecombe. If Embiid is 50% come playoff time, with the three of them plus LeBron, look the hell out, okay? So that's an option. You look at Miami, that's Giannis, Bam, and Portis on your front line.
Solid.
Yeah, all right? That means LeBron would have the ball, which is where he's most comfortable. Create mismatches, running the offense. And it's a system he's familiar with because it's a coach that he played for and went to 4 straight NBA Finals for and won back-to-back championships. And Pat Riley. And then, of course, there's Cleveland because he's back home where if he passes gas, they'll call it perfume. He can do no wrong. He can do no wrong in Cleveland. I mean, everything would be somebody else's fault. He would be deified. They could erect a statue for him while he's still playing, for crying out loud. That's how beloved he is in that area where he erased a 52-year curse for the area and delivered the championship. And in terms of James Harden and his non-showing up self in a game 6 or 7, you don't have to worry about that because even though Kenny Atkinson would be coaching the team, that's a name only. We know who the coach would be. It would be LeBron James. Whatever the hell he says is what will go in Cleveland. Everybody knows that. So with all of that going on, there's a lot to think about is my point. It's not like he said, do I think he knows where he's going? Hell to the yes. I think he already knows. And in that regard, I get where you're coming from. But damn, if we sat up there and said, wait a minute, the world is transfixed on us and we're getting all of this attention and they wait for the World Cup to get over before I say anything because everybody's wondering what I'm doing. After the way he felt he was treated in LA, why not make folks wait? I got no problems with it whatsoever. He's earned it. To me, right now, he's still one of the top 15 players in the world. Right now, at age 41, entering his 24th season. And I listened to him yesterday. They talked about he talked about 2 more seasons. And that's what I said all along. I said he's gone for 25 years. He's trying to play a quarter century. That's what this was all about. Well, how you want to end it? Do you want to end it in the comfort and the confines near your family while playing with the babyface assassin? Or do you want to go back east? I think if he's going back east, obviously I have nothing against anybody who's going to Miami. That is a beautiful choice to make.
Oh, goodness.
But if you're him, nothing's better than Cleveland. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I think if he does the East, it would be Cleveland.
He would go to Cleveland. Okay, so just to point out, no player in NBA history has ever won a title with 4 different teams. Now, if he goes to Miami or Cleveland, that would not be a different team, but nonetheless something to keep in mind. Yeah. Now, LeBron's not talking about where he's going. We might not find out, like you said, Doggy, to maybe late next week, but that doesn't mean other potential suitors are not discussing where he might end up. In fact, Heat president Pat Riley talked about potentially landing LeBron just yesterday at Giannis's introductory press conference. Listen to Pat Riley.
Yeah, we landed the plane. That was another one we have to land. If that happens and, he wants to come to the 305, we got a golf course, okay? The weather's nice, Steve Kerr. It's the same thing down here. And so, and there's no state tax. So that's a little better in California.
All right, Doggy, so you said if he goes east, you think he's going to Cleveland, but how high should the Miami Heat maybe be on this list?
I would be really surprised if he went to Miami. I understand Giannis, weather, I get all that, but he's already won there. He already won 2 there. Why would you go back to a place where you will be compared to the 2 that you won, and then if you don't win, it's going to look like you sort of did not complete the deal? Going to Cleveland is a little different. He's home. He won a championship. Going to Philly, they haven't won in a long time. I could see that. Going back to Miami, he already made his mark in Miami. So why would you want to go back there again when you've already won the 2 championships?
Play with Giannis.
Yeah, all right. I mean, but he's going to play with a great player wherever he goes. He's playing with Kerr in one spot, Mitchell in another spot.
But,
if he goes to Minnesota, then he's got Jaylen Brown. He's going to play with a great player.
No, but
no matter where he goes.
They're built differently, though, when you think about Miami compared to Cleveland, because the players in Miami are some dogs. And when I was listening to Giannis Antetokounmpo yesterday speak about the choice coming to Miami, he was saying that this aligns with who I want to be. I'm changing my number to number 7 because I want to close one chapter and move on to the next. Have you seen Giannis Antetokounmpo in transition? He is relentless. Have you seen Bam Adebayo, one of the most unguardable players that is scratching the surface of his greatness? I was at the ESPYs. I didn't see you there, doggy. I wanted to see you.
Yeah, no, they didn't invite me.
Wait, we got you next year.
Yes, they did. I don't want to hear it.
Bam was on stage for a reason, for record-setting performance, for what he did in that single game. Those are 2 of the biggest dogs in the NBA. And if you're 41 years old, why not look back to South Beach, a place that you're familiar with a guy in Pat Riley who's 81 but still got it, and is still able to play alongside people that you don't have to do, like, you don't have to question how bad do they want it. You don't have to question the championship pedigree of the organization, but also these players alongside. Now, I say all of that still agreeing that Cleveland is the most natural fit. I know we got Cleveland jerseys up because you can just plug and play him into the system. But the biggest question marks are Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, will they show up? Evan Mobley, will he be that guy, defensive player of the year, that will really take that next step? Jarrett Allen being that dog on the inside, rim protector, but also challenging people. We know LeBron James has that factor. Does the supporting cast have the same hunger? And I think that's why he probably is looking to go back home, because he knows that's contagious everywhere he steps. But still, you can't look past Miami. Those guys, like, when it comes to hunger, those guys are those wolves.
Yeah.
First thing first, I got to take a moment to give props to Pat Riley. I thought he lost it. I thought he lost his fastball. He's 81 years of age, and I love the man. He's done a lot for me personally, and I actually wrote about it in my book. And it's like, the man is the winner within. But I thought his inability to get that preeminent star to Miami was the knock that I had. It's like, it's Miami. And if you can't get a star to come to Miami, and I never said he should step down. I said he should step up, emeritus status. Well, what he has meant to the game, what he has meant to the Miami Heat. But I thought that, step upstairs and hand the reins to Eric Spoelstra as the coach and GM. That's what I felt, because I said, you know what, it's just that time. Father Time is undefeated. And after that, he goes and pulls this off, and he gets Giannis to Miami. There's nothing I can say. Pat Riley, once again, the greatness has come shining through. Props to him. But I still think that Miami should be number 2 on this list. Basketball-wise, from a systemic standpoint, definitely they could be number 1 because of Spoelstra's coaching, the familiarity LeBron James has with that, and the fact that the ball would be in his hands and there's nothing to dispute. You're not going to give it to Davion Mitchell over LeBron James.
A couple shooters.
You needed shooters, but I'm talking about the ball in terms of the guy running the offense.
He's got it.
That would have been LeBron James. That's easily LeBron James in Miami. You don't have anybody else other than Davion Mitchell to do it, and you ain't going to put him ahead of LeBron, even though I like Mitchell a lot. I like that kid, okay? Cleveland is a different animal, but it's number 1 because of the abundance of things that go with it. You may have questions about Donovan Mitchell. I don't have questions about Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, to me, is an all-world player. He's big time. He's going to have good games and bad games, but he doesn't choke. He doesn't disappear. There's not an APB out for him when stuff happens. Some games are better than others, but he shows up.
I agree.
Evan Mobley and Allen, they can give you stuff defensively. Offensively, they're not consistent, but defensively, they are, okay? So if you put LeBron James in Cleveland, right, I think Miami, from a basketball standpoint, is slightly better, even though you can make Cleveland work once you get there, familiarize yourself with all the parties involved. But all the ancillary things that come with being back in Cleveland, again, the man is deified. He can do no wrong. If LeBron